A question I hear often is, how do I get started meditating? I hear from people that they've been wanting to start a meditation practice for a while, but just haven't gotten started. And I think in part it's because that's kind of vague. Like, I know I want to meditate. I've heard all the benefits of mindfulness meditation, but what does that look like in my daily life? So I have two straightforward methods. You can choose one or the other that can help you get started meditating today if you're interested. So the first method is to commit to 3 minutes of meditation a day. Decide ahead of time what you're going to focus on. It could be your breath, body sensations, sounds. It doesn't matter what the focus is. What matters is that you decide ahead of time and then stick to the plan so that you're not responding to your busy mind during that 3 minutes. But during that 3-minute time, when your mind wanders, you're bringing it back to whatever you've decided to focus on. In addition to planning ahead for your focus, schedule this 3 minutes into your calendar. Set an alarm, remind yourself. It's so easy for the day to go by and then 2, 3, 4 days and you realize, I never implemented that 3 minutes a day that I thought I was going to do. Make it easy on yourself, plan ahead, and schedule it in. Option number 2 is to set a mindfulness bell to ring randomly during the day. And when it goes off, pause and notice 3 inhalations and exhalations. And do that every time the mindfulness bell goes off. There are free apps on your phone if you search the term mindfulness bell. In fact, I have one that I use and I set it with my clients that work with me. It goes off once randomly every appointment of theirs. So that gives them an opportunity to pause, notice their breath, and reflect on what's happening in the body. So let's talk about obstacles that can get in the way. The number one obstacle, I think, is that thinking that these steps aren't big or meaningful enough. So let me dispel that. Consistency matters here, not length of time meditating. You are going to get so much more benefit and build a habit if you meditate 3 minutes a day or noticing 3 breaths every day, than if you do 30 minutes once a month or something like that. Because when we set our sights on doing long-term meditation, which is hard, especially when you've never done it before, you're much less likely to do it on the regular. And consistency is really what builds this mindfulness muscle. So when you pick a meditation practice that's completely doable, you'll get in the practice every day until it becomes a habit. And then once that feels easy, then and only then, see how you can stretch yourself further and if you want to extend the length or the type of meditation you're doing. Another obstacle is not committing. So in order to honor your commitment to meditate, you really have to plan ahead. Most of us do, if not all of us. So know when you're going to spend that 3 minutes. Like I said, put it into your calendar, set an alarm. If you're doing a random mindfulness bell, think ahead. What are you going to do when you're participating in an activity and the bell goes off? Or when the bell goes off and you don't feel like pausing to take 3 breaths? You got to troubleshoot that ahead of time. Make your plan ahead so that the moment it happens, you can execute and engage in your practice. So my last tip for you is to recommit. Meaning when you get off track and get away from your practice, when not if, because we all do this, come back to it, recommit, get back on track, plan ahead, get it in your calendar, and meditate. So follow these simple guidelines and you'll be a regular meditator in no time. Any questions or comments, please post up. I'm Dr. Bando. Thank you for watching. I'm happy to help you shift from surviving to thriving.